Sometimes it's difficult to decide when to use Azure file shares instead of blobs or disk shares in your project. Let's compare different features and discuss when to use each one. If we compare Azure Files to Azure Blobs side by side, we see that Azure Files provides an SMB and NFS interface, client libraries, and a REST interface that allows access from anywhere to store files. Azure Blobs provides client libraries and a REST interface that allows unstructured data with flat namespace to be stored and accessed at a massive scale in a block blobs. Let me explain when to use Azure Files versus blobs. You can use Azure Files to lift and shift an application to the cloud, which already uses the native file system APIs to share data between it and other applications running in Azure. You will want to store development and debugging tools that need to be accessed from many virtual machines. Azure Blobs, on the other hand, can be used if you want your application to support streaming and random access scenarios and you want to be able to access application data from anywhere. There are a few other distinguishing features on when to select Azure Files and Azure Blobs. Azure Files are true directory objects. Azure Blobs are a flat namespace. Azure Files can be accessed through file shares. However, Azure Blobs are accessed through a container. Azure Files provide shared access across multiple virtual machines. Azure disks are exclusive to a single virtual machine. When you select which storage feature to use, you should also consider pricing and perform a cost-benefit analysis.